Imagine a moment so adorable that even the legendary royal guards, known for their impeccable discipline, can't keep their focus. What was it about a simple gesture from a child that broke their famous composure? Find out this unmissable scene now. The royal guards are the embodiment of discipline and seriousness, but there are moments that challenge even the strictest of rules. When a child does something unexpected, even the most imposing guards can't hide their reactions. In this video, you will witness one of those rare occasions when honor and control give way to a spontaneous and heartwarming gesture. Stay until the end to see how this touching interaction changes everything you think you know about the royal guards. Did you know that even during their duties, the royal guards' horses receive special care? In this scene, you'll witness how these magnificent animals are tended to, even under the watchful eyes of the crowd. Watch this unique moment. A military man approaches the royal guard with a bucket of water. While the guard maintains his rigid posture, the horse takes a refreshing break. These small gestures highlight the dedication behind the strict traditions, where the well-being of the animals is always a top priority, even amid the formality. Royal guards are known for their unyielding posture, but what happens when something unexpected occurs? Get ready for a moment that will surprise you. Here, we see two young women approaching the royal guard's horse. They manage to touch the animal, and to their surprise, the guard smiles at them, breaking the expected seriousness. This simple yet rare gesture reminds us that behind the rigidity of protocol, there is a human side that connects with those who show respect and admiration. Royal guards are known for their unshakable composure, no matter what happens. But what happens when something unexpected occurs during a shift change? A small mishap proves that even the most serious can have their struggles. Watch as one of the guards slips and falls. What's even more surprising is his effort to hold back laughter, trying to keep his seriousness intact. Even amidst the strict discipline, moments of failure and humanity shine through, something few would expect to see from a royal guard. What happens when someone with a different life story approaches a royal guard? This special moment will show how a simple act of humility can create an unexpected connection. Watch as a young woman in a wheelchair approaches with respect and humility, managing to take a photo with the guard, breaking barriers and creating a unique moment. This gesture reminds us that behind the stillness of the guards, there is an open heart for genuine connections and respect, regardless of the circumstances. Have you ever imagined how a simple gesture can brighten someone's day? In this scene, we'll witness an emotional encounter where a simple goodbye creates an unforgettable moment. Watch as a man with a mental disability waves at the royal guard, and his reaction is something that will truly warm your heart. This simple, sincere gesture reminds us that behind the rigid posture, there is a human being capable of showing empathy and kindness, creating special moments that touch the soul. Have you ever witnessed a connection so strong it feels like it's been formed over decades? In this scene, we'll see an interaction between an Indian woman and a royal guard's horse that seems to go beyond a simple meeting, as if they've known each other for years. Watch how the interaction between the Indian woman and the horse shows an incredible bond, as if they have lived together for decades in perfect harmony and understanding. This magical moment reminds us that there are invisible bonds that transcend time, showing that sometimes the connection between human and animal is truly inexplicable. The innocence of a child can touch even the hardest of hearts. But what happens when a little girl approaches a royal guard with a simple act of kindness? This moment will warm your heart. Watch as the little girl hands a paper to the royal guard, and his reaction, a genuine smile, makes everything even more special. This small gesture reminds us that behind the rigid posture of the guards, there is a human being capable of smiling and connecting with the purity of a child. Is it possible to break through the barriers of formality and approach a royal guard? In this scene, a family gets the rare and emotional opportunity to get close and touch the royal guard's horse. Watch the emotion on the faces of the family as they, with respect, manage to touch the royal guard's horse, creating an unforgettable moment of interaction. This gesture symbolizes mutual respect between the public and the royal guards, showing that even amidst formality, there is room for moments of connection and admiration. Who hasn't dreamed of being part of royalty, even if just for a moment? In this heartwarming moment, a child wearing a royal guard hat has a unique experience. But what happens when a police officer helps her step into the world of the royal guards? Watch as the officer places the child in the royal guards booth, creating a cute and unforgettable image of a childhood dream come true. This moment reminds us how small gestures can brighten a child's day and how the magic of childhood can be lived even in the heart of London. Sometimes a simple photo can create a lifetime memory. But what happens when a mother and her child approach a royal guard to capture that moment? Get ready to see how the royal guard surprises with an act of kindness. Watch as the royal guard steps closer to the mother and child, allowing them to get even closer for the photo, creating a genuine and heartwarming interaction. This moment reminds us that despite the rigidity of their duty, royal guards are also capable of creating warm moments of connection with the public. Sometimes true emotion lies in unexpected encounters. What happens when a military man meets a young wheelchair user? Get ready to witness a moment of pure emotion and humanity. Watch as the military man bends down to take a photo with the young wheelchair user, a simple gesture filled with empathy and respect. This moment reminds us that behind the uniform, there is a sensitive heart, ready to offer gestures of kindness and recognition. Sometimes a simple gesture of approach can create a memory that lasts a lifetime. What happens when a couple decides to get close to a royal guard to capture this unique moment? Get ready for a heartwarming interaction. Watch as the couple approaches the royal guard, and with a smile, they manage to take a photo together, creating an unforgettable memory. This moment shows us that even in the most formal of moments, there is room for kindness and the creation of special memories between the public and the royal guards. Some interaction opportunities are rare and special. What happens when a father brings his children to get close to a royal guard's horse? Get ready for a moment of affection and respect that will surprise you. Watch as the royal guard allows the two children to touch the horse, creating a unique and emotional connection with royalty. This moment reminds us that despite their formal position, royal guards have gestures of kindness and empathy, allowing unforgettable experiences for the public. What happens when two worlds unexpectedly collide? In this scene, we'll see a tourist and a military woman come together in an interaction with a royal guard's horse. And the royal guard? He not only allows it, but remains calm and unconcerned with the approach. Watch as the tourist and the military woman touch the royal guard's horse, creating a spontaneous and respectful connection, while the royal guard observes without concern. This moment teaches us that despite the formality of their roles, royal guards can recognize when an approach is made with respect, creating unique moments of interaction. When duty is done and the time for rest arrives, even the royal guards deserve a little freedom. But what about the horse? Get ready to witness an emotional scene where the horse recognizes its friend, showing that their bond goes beyond just work. Watch as the horse, upon seeing its friend, the royal guard on his day off, reacts affectionately, creating a moment of genuine affection between them. This moment reminds us that even in moments of rest, the bond between a royal guard and his horse is something truly unique and full of camaraderie. There are always those who try to push boundaries, challenging the rules. What happens when a tourist, without thinking, attempts to grab a royal guard's sword? Get ready to see the swift and assertive reaction of this guard, who won't let this slide. Watch as the royal guard reacts instantly to the tourist's attempt, taking firm action and showing the discipline that comes with his duty. This moment reminds us of the importance of respecting boundaries and the silent authority of the royal guards, who ensure order with firmness and respect. When two brothers approach a royal guard, you might think they would feel intimidated or shy. But what if, instead, they decide to strike up a conversation? Get ready for a unique and unexpected interaction between the two brothers and the royal guard. Watch as the two brothers approach and begin to talk with the royal guard, creating a relaxed and friendly moment. This moment reminds us that behind the rigid posture, royal guards also know how to interact in a friendly manner, creating a genuine connection with the public. Sometimes people cross boundaries without thinking of the consequences. What happens when a tourist, without thinking, touches a royal guard's leg? Get ready to see a quick and firm reaction, showing the importance of respecting authority and personal space. Watch the royal guard's immediate reaction to the tourist's touch, demonstrating his unwavering posture and the discipline he maintains at all times. This moment reminds us that royal guards, despite their calm and rigid posture, are trained to handle any situation with firmness and respect, always maintaining order. Sometimes youth brings unexpected curiosity and courage. What happens when a young boy, dressed as a royal guard, approaches a real guard? Get ready to see an incredible attitude that shows how even the youngest can display admirable poise. Watch as the boy approaches the royal guard, showing respect and confidence, creating a special and admirable moment. This moment teaches us that true discipline and respect have no age, and even a young one can reflect the values of the royal guards in their actions. What happens when two teenagers approach a royal guard's horse with affection and respect? And the royal guard, will he allow it? Get ready to witness an unexpected interaction and a moment of kindness that will surprise you. Watch as the two teenagers gently pet the royal guard's horse, with the guard allowing the interaction calmly and friendly. This moment reminds us that, despite their formal roles, royal guards also know how to recognize when an approach is made with respect, allowing these gestures of affection. Sometimes fear can paralyze us, especially when we come face to face with something as imposing as a royal guard's horse. What happens when a tourist approaches hesitantly, filled with fear? Get ready to see how the royal guard, with calm and authority, reacts in a way that will surprise you. Watch as, despite her fear, the tourist is called over by the royal guard, who gently encourages her to get closer. This moment reminds us that often, the presence of an authority figure can turn fear into confidence, and the interaction with a royal guard becomes a lesson in courage and respect. Royal horses are imposing, and sometimes even they can get agitated. But what happens when a police officer steps in to calm them down? Get ready to witness an impressive skill and the trust between the horse and the officer in action. Watch as the officer, with calm and skill, manages to calm the royal guard's horse, showing his experience and control over the situation. This moment reminds us that with patience and trust, even the most difficult situations can be handled, and the officer's ability to manage the royal guard's horse is truly remarkable. Curiosity is natural, but respecting boundaries and authority is essential. What happens when two tourists get too close to a royal guard? Get ready to see a firm and swift reaction that makes it clear how important it is to respect rules and personal space. Watch as the royal guard, in an authoritative tone, shouts for the tourist to step back, making his role and the need for respect clear. This moment reminds us of the importance of respecting others' space, especially when it comes to figures of authority like the royal guards. A simple action, but one that reflects discipline and order. There's something heartwarming when youth and authority meet. What happens when a child dressed as a royal guard is positioned and a real guard approaches? Get ready to witness an interaction full of respect and kindness that will warm your heart. Watch as the royal guard approaches the child with a gentle and respectful gesture, greeting her warmly and admiring her posture. This moment shows how respect and cordiality can transcend any age difference. The interaction between the guard and the child reflects the values of honor and camaraderie that are part of the royal guard tradition. Emotion is something we all feel, no matter our age or position. What happens when a young royal guard sees her parents approaching after a long day of duty? Get ready for a touching moment of pure emotion and family connection. Watch as, upon seeing her parents, the young guard can't hold back her emotions, showing the power of family bonds and the vulnerability behind the imposing figure. This moment reminds us that behind the uniforms and discipline, we all have hearts that connect with those we love. The strength of family should never be underestimated. Did you enjoy these incredible moments between the royal guards and the public? Don't miss out on more content like this. Subscribe to the channel now to follow scenes that will move, surprise, and inspire you. Leave a like to support our work and share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these moments was your favorite? And don't stop here. Check out the other amazing videos popping up on your screen right now. Each one brings unforgettable stories you'll love. Click and keep the surprises coming.